Hi everyone, welcome back. Today you have an extra lesson because we are going to briefly go over a pose that you will see in your superficial backline classes from now on. It's a pose that tends to make students who are looking for mobility really scoff and kind of make some of us a little bit anxious, and that pose is split pose. So I do explain split pose and some modifications in the class itself, but it's definitely a pose that for many of us needs to be modified in a variety of ways. So that's what this video is for today. So when we talk about split, something that I like to tell my students is that a split just means you're straightening both of your legs as much as possible. It does not mean that both of your legs need to be all the way straight, nor does it mean that your pelvis needs to hit the floor. So keep that in mind as we go through these modifications. Where is it that you are that your legs are just as straight as they're able to be at that point in your class? And we do a little something different with the split in the superficial backline class, so I'll give you a brief overview of that as well so that you feel prepared going into the class. So the first thing that you'll do for split is grab hold of your two blocks. If you need higher blocks, you can always use four, kind of one set down on its lower side and one over it just to get a little bit higher up. And also, if split bothers your back knee, the knee that you're bearing some weight in, you can always feel free to slide a blanket or a towel underneath your back knee. So to come into split, you're placing your blocks to either side of your body, walking your back foot out as far as possible and your front foot, and then flexing into your front foot. So this might be your split. You might even be a little bit further back, and you might be a little bit further down. For the purposes of our backline class, you'll keep your back toes tucked underneath you. What we're doing in this class is tucking the back toes and just lifting the back knee a little bit. So you can see how I'm fairly far out of my split right now. If you're even farther out, you're still going to do the same thing. We're really just looking for this straight front leg. Because this is your backline class, this front leg is the more important leg than the back leg, because we're working the back of the front leg all the way up to the crown of the head. So even if you're backed off this much, being at a place where your hands can be in your blocks, you're lifting up your back foot. And in this class, we're actually taking some pulses up and down. So that might look like this, just lifting up your back knee and putting it down a little bit. If you're further down, your hands might be a little bit further back, torso taller. Same thing, lifting up your back knee and putting it down. It might look in the video like I'm doing some push-ups with my hands, but really that energy is all coming from lifting and lowering the back leg. I'm just using my arms to stabilize. So again, if you're really backed off, that's fine. Lift and lower your back leg. Right? If you're further down, same thing, lift and lower your back leg. So hopefully that helps you going into this portion of your superficial backline class to just understand the variety of places that you can be in that split position. Enjoy your class.